Hey guys, Mauricio here, and today I'm going to be doing a session of yoga. So with this session of yoga, I do use my Garmin watch because you can upload workouts onto the watch, and that's where I do my session of yoga. It's actually a thing on Garmin Connect. It's yoga for beginners, and I've been doing it pretty consistently now, and it's been a godsend. But before I actually start my session, I'm gonna do 2 miles easy outside, which right now it's snowing, so it might be a little difficult. But after that, I'm gonna be coming here and I'll be explaining more of what I do during my session. So I'll see y'all after the run, and I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, just finished the 2 miles, and to summarize, I'm feeling nice and warm. Um, Compared to yesterday, I'm feeling like actually warmed up. I'm not hot, but my muscles are nice and warm. And today's effort felt pretty easy just because I was actually being cooled off by the wind, by the air, and I wasn't just sweating really hard in my clothes. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys what equipment I use right now. Alright, in terms of equipment, I have three main things. Starting with this one, this is my yoga mat, and I just put this on the ground so that I'm a little bit more comfortable doing my yoga, and it's also slip resistant, so I'm not gonna be slipping on my sweat or anything while I'm working out. The next piece is my yoga block, and I use this to assist myself in some of the poses because I'm just not flexible enough to do them, and it's just really useful. Finally, I have these, and these are pressure point pads. I don't know the exact name. Pretty much they're there for if you're gonna have your knee on the ground or just a lot of weight on one part of your body. You can just have this just so it's a little bit more comfortable. It's like foam, and it's just really nice to have. Anyways, that's what I got, and so I kind of talked about it in the beginning, and I want to explain a little bit more on why yoga has been super useful for me. Since I started running cross country in high school, I always had issues with like my glutes and my back. A lot of times they would just get tight and they weren't cooperating. So I just started stretching, and initially that helped, but you can only stretch the muscle so much, and they just get tight again, and nothing works. It was only when I started doing yoga my senior year and also my first season of college cross country that I really started fixing those issues. A lot of the poses that I do work on glutes and the back, and all of that tightness, all that pain is just gone. Like I've had no issues with my glutes or my back at all ever since I started doing yoga. So yoga has just been a godsend for me. Anyways, that's the reason why I love it, and I'm just gonna start the workout now and just kind of show y'all what poses I do and just how nice of a stretch I get with different parts of my body. All right, I'm gonna start right now, and it starts nice and easy, but it just gets more difficult and a little bit more challenging. But by the end, I feel pretty relaxed and pretty loose. All right, starting now. I'm gonna be quiet for most of this just because I want to really focus on doing the poses and just getting a nice stretch on everything. This is where the yoga block comes in handy because I can stretch all the way down here, and I'll show you right now, but using it like this, it gives me a good stretch still, and I'm doing the pose. After all those poses, we get a nice 30 seconds of child's pose. You're pretty much laying down. I don't know how well you can see, but like my shoulders like next to my knee. All this like hamstrings, hip flexors, all that stuff. It's getting a really good stretch. See, with that pose, that really gets my back working. I almost got a cramp with that one. Here comes one of the harder poses. This is a squat palm press pose. So it's you're pretty much squatting and you're holding it. And then after that, there's 2 more poses where you have to be staying squatted, and it's like a minute and a half of you squatting, and it starts to burn. That pose is tough. That pose is tough. All right, and that's what a session of yoga looks like for me. Today's session felt better. I think because ever since I introduced the strength training every Saturday, I think some of those movements have translated to some of the movements during yoga. For example, the low lunge with knee down pose. I felt that I was going a little deeper each time, which felt really nice. And also on poses like the wheel pose and the locust pose, it's a lot of back. My back was feeling extra strong today. So, it's good. It's good to see that the training that I'm doing is actually, improving my fitness, improving my strength, improving all of that. Yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the content, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.